Thanks for staying tuned. Welcome back to the news at 10. Command Secondary School Ibadan is a military school in Oyo State, marking 4 decades since its creation, but in a state of grave disrepair. On our big story tonight, we'll look at the conditions the children of the school have to live with in order to get an education.
The difference. Nothing tastes like my Indomie.
This is Command Secondary School, Akpata, Ibadan, in Oyo State. The school is 40 years old, established in September 1977 for Army children to standardize and subsidize the cost of educating children whose parents served in the military. But it also serves as a school for children of civilian parents. From the gate to the administrative building, one begins to get an impression that infrastructure is run down. The classrooms are dilapidated, with broken chairs and tables, and the dearth of furniture, and the scene is even worse in the school kitchen, which is in a sorry state of affairs. Some of the alumni students of Command Secondary School Akpata, who came to mark the 40th anniversary of the institution, lamented the condition the school is in.
The environment is not that conducive, it's not appealing. And the question I asked some of my colleagues is that, can you have your children in this school? And their reply was that no. The classes are not okay. Some of the classes don't have chairs, don't have table. The hostels have no beds. The environment, the building, the structures is in a bad state.
For another ex-student, it also leaves a lot to be desired.
The compound, by now, from 83 to now, I expect that the compound right now is bushy. I expect that some areas should be leveled up by now. These are just practical things I think I noticed. Even though there could be love, and because I don't know about the teachings and every other thing, but the infrastructure, Lord, they're not really, we weren't happy.
The Army authorities, when contacted, spoke off camera where the GOC 2 Division, Major General Chukwunedum Abraham, promised that measures will be taken to address the areas of concern. The hostels of the children are in the same dilapidated state, giving rise to all sorts of concerns about their health, as water is hard to come by. The toilets are in poor condition, and electricity has been cut off by the power company, IBEDC, because of accumulated debt. While the children go about seemingly oblivious of their surroundings to get an education, it's in the best interests of the military to take these long-standing issues into consideration and revamp the Command Secondary School Akpata Ibadan before conditions get even worse.
Taste is the difference. Nothing tastes like my Indomie.
A leading player in Nigeria's insurance space, Equity Assurance PLC, has launched a digital mobile insurance application called Equity USSD Mobile Insurance. The chairman of the board, Mr. Abba Kiari, explains that Equity Assurance PLC is pioneering a self-serving innovation which allows car owners to activate an insurance policy in less than 5 minutes.
Identifying Nigeria's market potential with over 120 million mobile subscribers, the management and product design team of Equity Assurance PLC is launching what it calls a game-changing solution in the insurance space, the Equity USSD Mobile Insurance.
company's decision to develop this groundbreaking mobile insurance solution is aimed at ensuring excellent customer service at all times and at affordable cost. Furthermore, it serves as a platform for customer engagement and claims payment and other after-purchase services.
The team says that the mobile insurance application offers convenience, with registration done in less than 5 minutes.
Over 120 million in Nigeria, and that's one of the reasons why we have to launch this product, to give more access to people, and to also partner with the federal government policy of financial inclusion and also NICOM, and that's where we are here today. And I think that is very important.
Equity Assurance PLC has undergone some internal reconstruction of both its board and management team. The board is now on a mission to become a high-performing organization driven by excellent service delivery. It's now part of the Sunu Group, which operates in about 15 countries.
Sunu Group recently acquired 62% of the Equity Assurance PLC late in 2015 and decided to restructure the company to align.
The audience is taken through a demo, which the Equity Assurance team calls a groundbreaking technology.
The unique selling points include convenience, speed of response, including getting of your e-certificate so that if you want, you can print it or you can keep it on your phone.
With this insurance mobile app, Equity Assurance PLC is not just setting up a stock front to sell, but also opening up a channel of service for a customer experience.
About half of the world's population is female, but only a small percentage of women and girls are involved in the world of science and technology. To reduce this inequality, the Christopher Collady Foundation for about 20 years has been giving secondary school girls a science, technology, engineering, mathematics, music and agriculture hands-on empowerment experience, also called STEMA Hands-on Empowerment, or SHE. The foundation put up a science fair to showcase the inventions of its last set of students.
It's the 2017 Christopher Collady Science and Technology Fair. 460 girls, 107 of them in pink t-shirts, are graduates of the STEMA Hands-on Empowerment Program, also known as SHE. They were selected from 6 public secondary schools in Lagos.
We have noticed and we are aware of the fact that there is a big gap between male and female students.
The girls settled down to learn how those who went before them as trailblazers made it when they started out.
I combined work and school, so while I was working, I was a computer programmer.
With one eye on my books and baby on my arm, we did those exams. It was a 4-week program.
If you're passionate about what you do, it doesn't really matter what people tell you. You just go and do it.
It's obvious that these SHE graduates have been impacted by their training.
When I see things being created, and I wanted to know how did this thing get created. I wanted to know who could do this and how I could be involved in the creation of those things.
I think there are more boys in the sciences than girls because the girls have decided to listen to what I call background noises, what people say. And they've decided and concluded that they can't do anything.
I can speak publicly, boldly, confidently, and I'm a very good singer, a rapper, and I dance very well too.
The Deputy Governor of Lagos State, herself a seasoned teacher before joining politics, is obviously impressed.
See the challenges we face as opportunities to break new grounds with the potential to redirect Nigeria onto the path of sustainable development.
It's time to go over the girls' inventions, which include a smartphone-controlled door lock, a smart water tap, and a remotely controlled lamp.
Private schools are well spoken for, but some of these girls in public schools had never seen a computer until we took them to camp last year.
The She initiative was first concentrated in the Ikeja area of Lagos, but has spread to public schools in other parts of the state. Mary Alale Yusuf, Channels Television News.
Time for the business news of the day, and here is Melinda Akilami.
You first. First Bank.
Many thanks, Labi. Welcome to Business News. The Debt Management Office says Nigeria plans to raise 710 billion naira by restructuring its equity in joint venture oil assets and increasing private sector participation. Responding to Moody's downgrade of Nigeria's bonds, the DMO hints that the plan is captured in the 2018 budget proposal, which aims to provide revenue for the government to be used to create new assets. In March, the government said it wanted to earn 35 billion naira from the sale of some assets, including oil joint ventures, and reduce stakes in other oil and non-oil assets. The cement company of Northern Nigeria PLC has recorded a 1.25 billion naira profit after tax for its 2016 financial year. At the company's annual general meeting in Abuja, the chairman, board of directors, Mr. Abdulsamad Rabiu, attributes the success story to a prudent management and competent staff.
It's the 38th annual general meeting of the cement company of Northern Nigeria PLC. Directors as well as shareholders are all seated in this hall as the company's chairman leads the proceedings.
Item number 1 on the agenda is...
Motions for the business of the day were taken, and the chairman's printed statement is adopted as read. The 2016 financial statement distributed to all shareholders reveals a robust financial year for the company as it records over 1.2 billion naira profit after tax. Cement production also rose from 395.4 metric tons in 2015 to 485.7 metric tons in 2016. The chairman of the company attributes the successes to a variety of factors, including its expanded distribution network.
I would like to seize this opportunity again to commend the management of the company. They have done a good job. Sokoto Cement has always been, having a lot of issues simply because of the energy. Thank God, today we have a solution to that issue. And going forward with the new line, I think Sokoto Cement is going to be quite in a very, very good place within the next few months.
He also highlights the company's growth target for 2018.
Sokoto Cement is very well located. It is bordering with Niger, which means we will be able to do quite a lot of exports. The plant is going to be producing almost 2 million tons, or thereabout, from next year. So it is quite a good thing. So from next year, all the shareholders of this company, you will see them smiling every day to the bank. That is what it is.
Some of the shareholders also expressed their satisfaction over the company's performance.
Coming next year, we're expecting that the share price is going to rise if you take into consideration the expansion projects that have been, pursued by the company and, other fundamentals.
1.2 billion naira profit after tax, especially in a very challenging business environment, is no doubt a great achievement. As shareholders now look forward to how many more profits the newly set target will bring to their pockets in 2018.
Sell-offs resurfaced at the close of Thursday's trading session as investors took position in some key equities after gains from 2 sessions. Let's join Iman Amawe for the details.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. Investors in the local equities market switched to profit-taking following the consecutive recovery recorded in the last 2 sessions. The all-share index declined by 24 basis points, while the market cap fell by 30 billion naira at the close of Thursday's trading. The sell-off was driven by a drop in the share prices of some bellwethers from industrial goods sector and the banking sector, despite a 1.23% gain in the oil and gas sector. Nigerian Police, Microfinance Bank and Law Union shared the top spot amid 22 losers with a 4.62% price drop, while Carverton's 9.46% gain places it ahead of 20 advancers. GT Bank, Fidelity and FBN Holdings were the main contributors to the overall volume turnover of 175.75 million shares, worth over 3.52 billion naira in 3,357 transactions. And those are the day's trading figures. I'm Imana Amawe.
Major global stock markets ended Tuesday's session mostly in the red, especially in the United States of America. Let's take a look at those numbers now. That's Business News. I'm Melinda Akinwami.
You first. First Bank.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Super Eagles of Nigeria arrive in Constantine, Algeria, ahead of tomorrow's 2018 World Cup qualifier against the Desert Warriors. That'll be in the sports news. Please stay on with us.